Fuck me. We need tongue.
This is the Dude Loft Mountain podcast with your hosts, Gabe, Tanner, and Tommy.
Everyone, welcome back to Dude Loft Mountain. I'm your host, Gabe, joined with Tanner.
Howdy.
And Tommy.
I'm Tommy.
Yeah, it's good. Good job.
Thank you.
Jesus Christ.
We dropped him since the last episode. It was...
Took a tumble down the stairs.
Yeah. He's much more docile, I'd say.
Yeah. Just a little slower.
Peanut butter.
Please don't keep this up.
Yeah.
I think it would be the end of this podcast.
Yeah.
I think someone would listen to it and be like, you know, what I should do is get them famous for the wrong reason.
It's just, we're going to be like shown that we're abusing this poor, slow child for entertainment purposes.
Just, shut the fuck up.
Dude, the fact that I'm like 6 foot, whatever the fuck.
Tall.
6'4".
Tall.
Possibly 6'5".
Tall.
Point of the fact of the matter is, I have the soul of a person who has been afflicted with dwarfism. I'm a very small boy on the inside, very sensitive,
The tiniest
boy,
the tiniest little boy.
and I let things affect me. You know
I think that's how pit bulls are.
Sorry, I make fun of you so often.
what?
What?
No, you don't make fun of me.
Not that you know.
No, you critique me.
That's true.
Yeah, and I take it to heart, and I stare in the mirror, and I'm so mad. And I say, why can't you be what Tanner wants you to be?
You just described a very
I'm just kidding.
a very big pit bull. They're always like big and look like they can do damage, and
Until
they're
they eat a
just
baby.
puppies.
Yeah, and I mean, if I trained you for violence, like you'd be an absolute monster, just like a pit bull. But,
Oh, dude, if you like entered
We
me
could
into
make
the
our
UFC,
own Sam Squanch.
we could. Yeah.
yeah, Sam Squanch would become real. It's just me out in the wilderness, half naked, crying all the time.
Dude, you know how last episode we talked about Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, and it's just
Fuck yeah,
absolutely
bro.
over the top, and the action's really dope.
Fuck yeah,
I
bro.
want to see a movie about Sasquatch.
Yes.
Where he's the main character, and it's just ultra violent. He's like ripping limbs off
Dude.
of people that are hunting him and stuff.
Can we make that?
Do you know what movie I want to watch?
What?
It's got Sam Elliott in it as the title
I
character.
know that name. Who is that? Sam Elliott.
He's the cowboy guy from like Ghost Rider. Did you ever see Ghost Rider with Nick Cage?
I only remember Nick Cage from that movie.
He's a guy with real deep voice, big old mustache, gray hair.
Oh, like the old Western guy.
Yeah.
He does. He
From
narrates
Tombstone.
like all the Ford commercials. And
Yeah,
stuff.
exactly. Ford.
Oh, he's in what's that ranch show with?
The Ranch.
Oh, is that what it's called?
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
And,
that one.
And he's in Big Lebowski, by the way. He's the
okay.
narrator of the Big Lebowski. But what was I fucking saying? Sam Elliott.
I was talking about a hypothetical Sasquatch movie. You said something about Sam Elliott?
He's in a movie called The Man Who Killed Hitler and Then Bigfoot.
I've heard of this, yes.
And I watched the trailer for it, and it's like it looks like the most campy shit, but like I've told you guys multiple times how much I love that shit, like campy movies that are unapologetic about it. And it's literally like, we know you were a war hero. We need you again. You gotta kill Bigfoot. it's like, oh, and he's just like, oh, I get him.
You got Hitler. We
Yeah.
need you for Bigfoot
And
now.
I'm like, what the fuck is this world? I was like, I need to watch this movie, but I'm gonna have to see a Sam Squanch die, which is one of my people. You know,
So sad.
yeah.
R.I.P. to the Sam Squanch.
It's like I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and this is gonna be here's my ignorant question of the week. Okay, or am I banned from doing that? Did we ban me?
You can do it as long
Not
as
yet.
it's
I
once.
don't think you're
No,
banned.
I thought I
yet.
got banned like before we even did it on a podcast. I thought I asked something and you were like, Tommy, you're not allowed to do that.
Well, if it happened before the podcast, it's not canon, so you're good.
Oh, sweet. Mom, Dad? No, anyway.
This is what George Lucas felt like.
Don't remember what the fuck I was talking about.
Jesus fucking Christ. Tom.
Your ignorant question of the week, is it gone?
No, yeah. So, you know, movies like Amistad and like 12 Years a Slave and Jonestown and all that stuff. Or
I haven't watched
not
any of those
Jonestown,
movies.
Free State of Jones.
Yes.
all the like slavery movies and stuff like that. Do like the crowd that watches those? Do you think that has a stronger like population of black people that watch those? Because
Probably.
I feel like they're targeted towards like everyone, but I don't know. It's weird. That's just like I feel like I would feel uncomfortable to watch stuff like that.
No, I don't think so.
Or
Because
is
I
it
mean,
more cathartic?
like I watched like Django, and that's one of my all-time favorite movies, and it's very heavily about slavery.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I've never seen any of the ones you listed, but I know the ones that you did list are kind of like critically successful.
Well,
like
yeah,
they're good movies.
They're critically successful because they're like super like it's like hard to watch.
Yeah.
Like they're not fun movies to watch. Like they're good movies, but it's like you're watching a really bad part of our history and a really ugly part of our history, and it's like, ugh, and then you just watch people reduce themselves to animals. It's uncomfortable to watch.
Oh, it's tough. But I mean, you could ask the same question about like Holocaust movies. Like The Pianist or Schindler's List. Do Jews watch those more than the rest of the people?
I guess that's my question though. Is what do you think the population of whatever group it is? Jew, black people, or whatever. Do you think it's watching that is like more traumatic or more cathartic?
I guess it depends on the person. Because I could see a certain kind of person watching that and be like, wow, this is what we came from. Like, we endeavored, we're so strong, that kind of thing, and kind of gain power from that. And then another type of person would take it the opposite direction. So I think it just kind of depends on the audience.
I don't know. That's just something I've never really thought about.
I don't think people watch that kind of like historical things without the knowledge of like
what they're getting into.
Yeah.
Well, no, because I'm saying like like if a kid might go, or not a kid, but like a teenager might go watch that movie and not really know a lot about slavery up to that point. Like maybe he doesn't have his grandparents in his life or something like that, because that's probably going to be the people who are going to tell him about it the most outside of school. But
it's a good way to learn, though, I guess. I don't know.
She would just went running by the table, huffing and puffing.
She's like a train.
Old lady breathing.
She's like, I hear race talk. I'm getting out of here.
Back in my day.
I don't know. That's just something I've never thought of with movies like that. Is like, when you watch Schindler's List or something like that, you're always like, oh my gosh, this is so awful. And like most of the time it's teaching you something about what happened or something like that, right? Like that you didn't know before, you maybe knew a little bit about. But like those people like know that shit. Like their parents and grandparents lived through that shit and they're living through shit. So it's like they know that. So is going to watch that movie, like I guess that's the same question. Is it more cathartic or traumatic? Is it more like eye-opening, like, oh my God, like everything is fucked? Or is it more like they're telling this a real story kind of thing?
Like I said, I think it depends on the person, especially in regards to their upbringing, because like you were mentioning, it's usually in that situation the grandparents that are like passing down that history. If you have a good relationship with your grandparent and you watch that movie and you're like shocked about what your ancestors went through, then it's probably going to go more so the other direction. But if you were raised in a situation where you kind of didn't get that personal history passed down, you probably wouldn't react as much.
Yeah, true.
So it just depends, I think. But I mean, you watch Hostels and you're part native. Did you, were you shook?
So I was not shook, but I'm also so far removed from it. But
yeah, exactly. So that's kind of my point.
But it did give me a respect for like my great relatives and like my grand relatives and stuff like that, because they were all heavily Indian.
Yeah.
Like native. Sorry.
Dude, that's the second episode in a row you've made that mistake.
Native.
Dude, have you watched Hidalgo?
No.
It's that movie with Viggo Mortensen, and he
Sahara
does like the Saudi Arabian like world's longest horse race. He's like in the movie, he's like a cowboy that was also like more or less raised by Indians, and so he's super conflicted because in that time it's around the time where I don't know. I don't really know
Was
what
there
time frame that is.
Was there
but
scalping involved in that movie?
there might have been.
I think I've seen this movie a long time ago.
But so like the whole
What
native
tickets were they
part,
trying to sell?
the whole native part of it's not a super big part of the movie, but like that's his whole backstory is he's like kind of torn between two different societies. Like the Americans won't accept him because he's native, and the natives won't accept him because he's like a cowboy.
Yeah.
That movie goes fucking hard, by the way.
I should watch it. I remember seeing a commercial for it a lot as a kid because it was in front of one of the movies I used to watch. But yeah, no, my like great grand relatives and stuff like that, like they were all. I always loved when they were in town because I would go over there. My mom would like drop me off over there over the weekend, and we'd play 31. It's like this fucking weirdly common but uncommon game that people play. We play 31, and they'd like give us all this Indian shit. Like I had so many of these little buffalo ornaments and like bear claws and stuff like that. Anyway, point is, it made me feel bad for them because like my great uncle, who was like one of my favorite people ever, like grew up in a pretty racist time in America still against the natives. So like he like dealt with a lot of shit. Like because he fought in World War II. But he was native, so he got treated like shit.
Yeah,
and so, you know, in some respects, and so it gives me respect for them. So I guess that's kind of relatable. It's just I don't know. I've always just I'm a white dude.
Yeah,
like, and there's not many movies about white people being oppressed because
yeah. I mean, you could watch like Noah's Ark.
What? Like God oppressing the white man?
I guess. I don't know.
Like, okay, I was thinking about that the other day, and I'm like, the Noah's Ark story is so fucked up because, like, and this is very obvious. This is not like a new take on something, but it's like, fuck. God was like, oh God, I am so done with all of this. You guys,
bye.
I'm gonna drown you.
So, did Noah and his wife replace Adam and Eve?
I mean, in a way, but not. It wasn't just Noah and his wife. They had kids that came too.
The Bible.
Ew. I think they brought like their spouses and stuff too. It's not like incestual.
Oh, okay.
The Bible has a lot of power couple stories in it.
Interesting.
Like Esther. Esther's one of them, I think. There's a couple different books in the Old Testament that they're usually based in a like power couple, like the man and woman. I think that's probably why it's such a strong running theme, like with the anti-gay sentiment in it. Anyway, it's just fucked up because that's what that song by Ghost Bible is. You've probably heard it a couple times.
Probably.
We've
all heard it a few times.
Hey,
yeah, sure.
You know what?
You're
it's
playing a lot of Ghost.
It's Spookum season.
It's true.
And they don't have a bad song yet. Actually, their cover of I'm a Marionette by ABBA sucks.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a sentence.
Yeah.
Fuck. If you don't know who Ghost is, I need you guys to look up who Ghost is.
Yeah, just Google
and then,
the band and see what they are.
and then just
amazing.
realize they have a cover of a song from ABBA.
No, they covered a Beatles song too.
Oh, of course.
But,
Please be
but
Hey
they
Jude.
covered Here
Please
Comes
be
the
Hey
Sun.
Jude.
Get it?
What?
So their first
Antichrist.
hang on. Their first album is about it starts off with them like starting their movement. And their whole mission is to get the Antichrist to be born. Right? So by the end of the album is a song called Genesis that's an instrumental, and that's the end of the album, and it's supposed to be like the Antichrist is coming. On the deluxe edition, they put out a cover of Here Comes the Sun. So it's like, you know, different meaning, Here Comes the Sun. But people call Ghost all the time. They say like how Ghost looks like a black metal band, but they make music that's like more in line with ABBA. Because it's pop rock. Like they have a couple songs that I really like that I'm like, this actually kind of does sound like an ABBA B-side.
Yeah.
Like something they were like would try out.
Well, you've been shuffling through a lot of their stuff, and every time like a softer or a slower song comes up, which is more than I would expect.
Yeah, they have a lot of ballads.
I'm really surprised at kind of how good it is.
Yeah, the dude who writes all the music is the front man. His name's Tobias Forge, and he's just awesome. He does everything. And then he has studio musicians that come in and tour with him and stuff. But he's got this whole story. He's got scripts. He's gone through characters and everything. But so all the albums tell the story. First album is them starting and wanting to get the Antichrist to be born. Second album is all about the Antichrist being born and taking control. Their third album is about how how society has shifted now to where more people follow Satan than God, and how it's not good, because at the end of the album is when they kind of turn away from everything, because they're like, nothing's happening. Like, either God has just abandoned us, or God and Satan aren't real. And then their next album was just about the Black Plague.
Nice.
Yeah. Dude, they took like a hard shift. Like, they changed from just the usual Papa Emeritus characters that are like the popes. Mm-hmm. They changed from that, and they took a hard shift and brought in a guy named Cardinal Copia as the character. He's like one of the cardinals.
I see.
And he just graduated to now being called Papa Emeritus the Fourth. Dude, I fucking want to go to one of their live shows so bad. One of their rituals.
So we have another financial goal as the Dude Loft Mountain Corp, Inc., whatever.
Hookers and cocaine.
It's to pay them whatever amount of money they need to cover Gimme a Man After Midnight.
Dude, hell yeah. We have tip jars on our Good Pods page, guys.
I want them to cover Dancing Queen,
Go,
dude.
click, and just $1. Everybody $1.
I used to love the song Dancing Queen as a kid, because I think I used to be gay, possibly. But I mean, I don't know. It's just, I was really into that song. I think it's because I associated it with Sandra Bullock from Miss Congeniality.
You looked so concerned, and you're like, does that make him sucking on my toes gay?
I don't know.
Like, bro, you said it was fine. You said you were straight. No, anyway, point is, I don't suck on Tanner's toes. That's the point. But second point is,
our Instagram says differently.
I mean, none of them are me sucking it.
It's
That's
not
SpongeBob.
explicit. Yeah.
It's all subtle.
That's on our Patreon.
A picture is worth 1,000 words, game. Point is, I want them to cover Dancing Queen.
You are my dancing
Because they could do a really good... Because their song, Mary on a Cross...
It's a good song.
So fucking good. So good.
Bro, devil people make some good music, you know?
They're not even real devil people.
I know.
It's so great.
Ghost, Zeal and Ardor. I can't think of too many
Dude,
more.
Zeal and Ardor is fucking very good.
Kanye, when he did Mercy.
Oh, yeah, that one song.
I can't really think of much of
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Well, all the devil music is usually... Black metal is usually...
Dude, black metal sucks.
Yeah, it's
Come at
usually
me. I don't even care.
drums that are way too fucking fast, a guitar that is apparently being sawed in half, and then a man who his vocal cords are apparently being sawed in half.
Yeah.
Because they're just like...
It's the
like-
vocals of death metal are terrible. I can't stand it.
Yeah, black metal fucking sucks. At me. It sucks.
Is black metal the same as like thrash metal?
No, thrash metal is like Metallica.
Oh, okay.
Black metal is specifically like metal about the devil, but it is like, what's the word? I almost dropped my Kansas. It's like one of those things where a couple black metal bands started in Norway, I think, or Sweden, and maybe it was Norway.
Yeah,
Point
one
is-
of those. Black metal's like oddly European.
Well, yeah,
Or like Scandinavian.
and it was just like a bunch of Christian kids lashing out, and they all just kind of created this specific style of playing music because none of them could fucking play, like not well at least. Black metal sucks.
They just kind of picked up guitars and went for it.
Yeah, but
Did you know that that's how Mumford & Sons kind of started?
Oh, jeebus. Mumford & Sons.
Yeah, like they're all musicians. Like they know how to play the guitar and the drums and stuff. But as far as doing like folk or like bluegrass music, like they had no idea. So their whole first 3 albums, which are just kind of like their folk era, is all the banjo playing and like the acoustic guitar and like everything that you associate with that genre. They're just kind of winging it. Like they don't know.
What the fuck?
Yeah, isn't that crazy? I think that's part of why they had like such a unique sound around that time, because it was like very much.
Well, yeah, it was like folk, but it was like
like a rock oriented
cinematic.
band that like tried to go folk, you know. And you listen to their banjos, and you can tell like this isn't like it's not bluegrass at all or folk music. It's just some dude who used to play lead guitar was like, I'm gonna try this with a banjo.
Yeah. That's interesting. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And now he can finger 3 women at once because that banjo goes horde. You know, it goes horde like Deliverance horde, like Squeal Little Piggy
I
horde.
do miss Mumford & Sons era. Like that time. What a peaceful time.
Yeah, it was a good time.
I don't know. I really like Mumford & Sons, but I associate them too much with like malls
With malls?
because they were so mainstream. Like they
Oh,
were
yeah,
so
they had, like,
popular
radios
that
playing.
it kind of got that like overplay feel to it.
Oh yeah.
Well, it was really only The Cave and Little Lion Man that got like radio play.
Yeah.
But everything else on their album, like super good and underrated. Like it also had radio
Yeah,
play.
but that's why
honestly.
one of my favorite songs by them, like the one I probably listen to the most, is one. It's called I think it's Beneath My Feet.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Because like you never hear it anywhere, so it's all every time I listen to it, I'm like, oh, it's so good. But every time like The Cave comes on and stuff, I like those songs.
Yeah.
but I'm like, oh,
I have to pass The Cave and Little Lion Man every time.
yeah.
Yeah.
I feel the same way about Fun and their 2 famous songs.
They have more than those two.
I mean, I like the other ones, but those 2 are played so often.
They haven't done
I
an
can't.
album since then, right?
Probably not. No, I don't think so. I wasn't that big of a fan. There's another band that came out with Fun. Who was the other one that had like also their one-hit wonder with them?
Oh, well, there's that Somebody That I Used to Know song.
Yeah,
that was
that's-
a one-hit wonder.
Got Ye?
Yeah.
Got yay. I used to think that was
got yay.
I thought it was Godier or something like that.
It is. It's you know what it is. It's stupid.
why? Oh,
if
the name.
your name can't be pronounced, like you need to know that shit.
But I mean, if you can make one song that goes like 30 times platinum, you never have to work a day in your life after that. That man just got his money and left. Like,
That's all I want.
It's
I don't
amazing.
I don't need an empire.
I'm so jealous of him.
I don't want to explore space. I don't want to take over countries. I don't want to manipulate
he
things.
made,
I
like-
just want enough money to leave.
He made like a perfect mainstream bop, and then just said deuces.
And the song
it was a
is
good
still
fucking
played
song.
like everywhere.
Mm-hmm. It's still in movies. It's a good song. It's a really good fucking song.
It's a real good song.
Honestly, for one of those songs that are like consistently on the radio for years and years and years, that's one that doesn't annoy me as much as the others.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very easy on the ears.
Yeah, it is.
I can't remember the other fucking band besides the fun one. I'm gonna have
Oh,
to
did I
look this
not?
up.
Did I not hit it on the head?
No, that was definitely one, but no, not him. There was one that is so similar to Fun. I can see their art, but I can't think of what they.
What's it look like? Describe it to me.
Slap me, pour honey on my tits.
It's like
Jeez.
what the hell?
Did I read this wrong?
You did, yeah.
Oh, whoops.
I don't know. I'll tweet about it later. It'll come to me in a dream. I'll wake up.
But what is it though?
What do you
cannot leave us hanging. Is it? Oh wait, is this an average? He probably doesn't even have anything. This is just an ad for his Twitter. He's like, you have to go follow me. My account's private for the next 72 hours.
He's only posted like 20 times in the 5 years he's had his Twitter account.
That's Cinco in Gabe's language.
What?
That's racist.
What? No, that's a fact.
It's Cinco in my language. What is my language?
Your language?
Uh-huh.
Your language is it's like the royal we, you know. I'm not talking about like your speaking language because you can't speak
Are you
Spanish.
talking about the band?
No, I'm talking about
The royal we?
your
Yeah.
language, your vibe. You see what I'm saying?
No.
So what I'm saying is your vibe. I don't even remember what the Spanish word was that
I think you just said Cinco.
Cinco is 5 in your language. What I meant by that is it's in your blood. Cinco is in your blood.
Who sings Pumped Up Kicks?
That's Foster the People.
Foster
yeah.
the People. That's who they are. Thanks. I just
Was
needed
that a one-hit wonder?
I needed
Or
time to
are they
think.
still doing
They
stuff?
had like another 1 or 2 songs that never hit that hard, but they
Oh
did
my
hit.
God. You guys just witnessed what it's like when Tommy and I are high and we're communicating. I will get trapped in thought and he will just talk about something or like says something like this, like, oh, your language. And I'm like, What language? And then he just goes on this weird tangent to try to get himself out of the hole he dug. And then I'm like, oh, fuck. Here's the thing I was thinking of. It is probably one of my favorite conversations we've ever have.
I am just saying Cinco is 5 in your language ain't racist.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm glad we both got our points.
Look, the fact of the matter is, in the Dude Loft Mountain, I easily speak the most Spanish here.
Yeah.
I may not know what I'm saying, but I speak the most Spanish here.
That's true. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
that's
you do.
my default greeting. Like, you know how, like, you can change your default greeting on your phone? My brain has done that, and it's just locked on hola. Like, you have howdy, I have hola, and Gabe has, like, hello there.
For a default greeting?
Yeah.
I didn't know you could do that.
I don't think you understand. I'm not actually talking about a real voicemail.
Oh,
I'm saying my brain.
gotcha.
My brain
Okay,
is, yeah,
okay.
there we go.
Oh,
It's
when
okay.
someone
Hey.
surprises you with a
I thought it was
greeting.
I thought it was like an automatic text back when someone says hi. Your phone texts back howdy or hola, whatever it is you said. Sorry, I wasn't
Hey.
paying attention because that dog was trying to drink and I had
No,
to
yeah,
usher
it's
her
okay.
away.
Hey, did we pick up his Adderall prescription today?
I didn't think it was my turn.
I don't have any
Oh,
prescriptions.
God, fucking damn it.
You'd have to go to the fucking doctor to get a prescription.
Hey,
Dude, speaking of which,
you let this man die in peace.
I got an envelope from the chiropractor that I went to a couple weeks back.
That's never good.
No, and I saw a big old number at the bottom that was like $230, and I was like, "What? I thought I paid the copay." And then Tommy was like, "Let me see, this is my specialty." And he looked
Specialty.
it over, and within like 15 seconds, he's like, "Says right here, like covered." If it's covered, don't send me a bill. You gave me a
It's
fucking
not
heart
a
attack.
bill. It's an EOB. It's an explanation of benefits.
That's stupid.
It's telling you how you got covered.
I understand what my benefit is. I pay a $20 copay and nothing else.
Okay, Dad.
So-
calm the fuck down for a second.
Someone,
No, this is literally what I do
yeah.
every day. That's what I do. I'm just like, okay. Mm-hmm.
So I do that for escrows, and if you own a house, you know what an escrow is. It's just account that
What's
pays.
gross?
It pays the taxes and insurance.
The essays.
And someone today was like, I want to know why my bill is still like this. And I'm like, okay, well, let me get your information, and just giving me a hard time the whole time I'm trying to verify, get into it. And I look and I'm like, okay, so the payment you made is like $499, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, well, where did you get that number from? He got it from, nowhere does it say like, this is how much you owe on that piece of paper. So he just picked a number at the bottom and paid it. And I was like, no, that is not even, sir, that is an installment. That is 1 month in the future that you could pay.
Yeah.
But it's just dumb. It's dumb.
Your reaction, I shit you not, Tanner. Your reaction when he says, Tommy was like, give me the paper, that's what I do. It was because I tried to walk away from it. I was like, I'm not gonna be like, because it's his personal shit. I'm not gonna be like, let me see that. Just let me see that. So I was like, I'm just gonna walk away. I'm just gonna walk away so that my brain can let it go. And I started walking away, and he just goes, I mean, what the fuck? Oh, God, I guess I have to fucking pay. And I was like, all right, give it to me. And then I just looked at it, and I was, but that reaction is like a bullet point list. Check.
Well, dude,
for
I'm
everything I do.
about to make myself look really dumb because you remember when I got that statement about my escrow account for my
Yeah.
house,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, oh, I have to pay $600? No, it was a check to me because my escrow was overly funded.
Yeah, I don't know how you missed that. It's
I-
a fucking check.
I
my
don't
guy.
know, man.
And then what did you say? You're like, I didn't think the bank would just send me a check. Like,
No,
what?
I didn't think so. I didn't know how it worked. I mean,
Dude,
they have my account information. Just put it in my shit.
Dude, surprise checks are always fun.
Oh, no, it's great. I just wish
Yeah.
I had realized that it was a surprise check. I thought they had like written out a check for me, which doesn't work, but anyway. But I thought they had written out a check for me, wanted me to sign that shit and send it back as a form of payment. That's what
Wow.
yeah.
I think that's illegal. Like, you're like, wait,
Well,
wait,
it wouldn't even
hang on.
work because
But-
their check's not from my
well,
checkbook.
no, yeah, the
you know?
part of the check,
Doesn't have my account number. Yeah.
It says at the top the name of the company, though.
See, here's the thing, and this is the same situation with the medical bill, not bill, but whatever you said, EOP I got today.
EOB, explanation of benefits.
But I open it and it immediately looks like something that makes me owe money, and I just fucking throw it. I'm like, God damn it, I owe money.
That's literally what he did, and that's what I listened to.
Yeah, pretty much.
I had a guy who opened his envelope, didn't even pull the full letter out, and he's so mad, and I was like, okay, and it's this one, the one that's dated for this, and he's like, yeah. Why are you guys telling me I owe so much money? And I'm like, so this is a refund. And he's like, it doesn't look like no refund. And I was like, are you holding the paper? And he's like, yeah, I opened the envelope, sir. I opened it and I called you immediately. I was like, did you take out the paper? And he said, yeah. Well, oh, you mean the whole thing? I was like, yeah. Did you take out the whole thing? And he's like, no. Can you? And he's like, there's a check on here. I was like, I fucking hate you. Oh my God. 15 minutes of me just going, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, my job relies on me reading everything, like every word of everything I look at, I need to read. So it's the exact opposite of what you do.
What I did.
You open and you're just like, shit, invoice. Like, time to be upset. I owe money to fucking no one. Like, what is this bullshit? No, healthcare's bullshit.
Healthcare is bullshit.
Yeah. Healthcare's bullshit.
I've learned twice now that I just need to read stuff before I get upset about owing money that I don't owe.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but you have to.
I have to.
Hey, look, fool me
Honestly,
once,
Gabe,
you know.
you saved me from that one. Tommy, you saved me from this one that happened today.
Yeah, you've had problems very specific to our job.
You guys can't leave. The next time I get one of these, I'm going to be paying $300 for no reason.
I know. He's going to come in one day. He's like, Tommy, holding a letter. I'm like, all right, what is it? You know, is it an EOB or a bill? No, something about my escrow. I'm like, can you call Gabe? I tried. He didn't answer. Well, I guess you're losing the house.
No.
I had one guy who had some issues, and he kept getting his, like, you know, if you overpay, you get a check. Mm-hmm. And he kept getting it in the mail. And he must have thought the same thing you did, Tanner, because he kept signing in the back of it and sending it to us. And then
God.
we would cash
so
it.
I'm not the only person. It's not clear, okay?
He was in his
It's not
80s.
clear.
I'm an old soul. All right.
Okay, so you should be more familiar with checks. You should understand what a check
That's
looks
a
like
very good point.
when it's written
Very
paid
good
to
point.
the order of Tanner.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Money.
Listen, I don't have any valid excuses. I'm just trying to make myself feel better here, okay?
You are easily in contention for either the first or the second smartest person I know. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
My man. It was a check.
Yeah.
I get the EOB one because I get that all day. I understand. You're so smart.
I mean, history has shown that geniuses are just kind of like airheads when it comes to common things. So, you know, just put me up there with the Mozarts and the Einsteins, and we'll just call it that. You know?
I'll put you up there with the Newtons because you're going to die a virgin.
Yikes.
Oh, jeez.
Newton died a virgin.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
What?
Because he smelled like figs. They were like, oh.
I don't know. I think
Have you had a fig?
I honestly think there might be a quote attributed to him where he's like, "I'd rather do math than eat puss." Like, pretty much.
Quote unquote.
Yeah.
Sir Isaac Newton.
Get fucked.
I think that's wrong math. I think that's incorrect.
What?
I think that's incorrect math. I don't. Someone should have checked his work. That
I don't know.
doesn't
I'm
seem
just saying,
plausible.
Isaac Newton ain't that great. He ain't.
What did he invent?
He
He's like the
invented
father
nothing.
of physics,
He
though,
discovered
right?
nothing. He literally told us, "Oh, shit falls.
Yeah.
Shit falls. Oh, and then hey, by the way, when some shit is moving and it hits other shit, the other shit will either not move and stop this shit, or the other shit will move too. Also,
gravity?
if you're in a car without a seatbelt, you're gonna fucking die.
Is he gravity in physics?
Yeah, he did the laws of physics.
Okay.
But like,
Is he the one
But
that?
that's also like similar to I don't know, wherever fucking math started in like ancient Roman or wherever. I don't
What
know.
the fuck did you just say to my face? A Matzart?
Wherever math started,
Oh,
because it's like he's like set the foundation for physics. So like, yeah, I mean, he witnessed an apple fall from a tree, but it was like, hey, This is
So wait,
like an unbreakable law.
you're trying to prove to me that we should applaud Isaac Newton, the inventor of math?
Yeah.
Fuck that, dude. Math is for fucking nerds, okay? You know how you know you're fucking cool? You suck at math, okay? And I'm the coolest, all right? I'm the coolest there is.
You're kind of good at math, though, aren't you?
No.
Oh,
Fuck me, no.
you look like you are.
What?
Fucking nerd.
I thought he was making a weight joke.
Oh, no.
Like, because you adding up them pounds, son. But, no?
No, subtracting, Tommy.
I am subtracting.
All the time.
See, and this goes back to Newton, man. It's all, like your mass. It's getting smaller. You know what I mean?
You talking about my dick now?
It's so tiny.
Is he the one that says objects in motion,
Stay in
Stay in
motion,
motion.
unless acted upon by whatever it is.
Yeah.
object in rest,
The
stay in
dude
rest?
could describe doggy style. He just couldn't do it.
Jesus. Oh, uncomfortable.
I just like clowning on Isaac Newton for some reason.
Why?
Because it's like the one person I feel okay being a nerd about.
Dude, you literally asked me
Or
for
like
fig
him being
Newton
a nerd.
bars. So, like, you can't hate on the man.
What?
He didn't invent Fig Newtons.
No, he did not. No, he did not.
True.
Fake news. You are fake news. He
The
did not-
apple that fell from the tree that he witnessed
Hang
and
on.
created physics.
Hang on.
Was it actually a fig?
It was a fig,
Common
and he
misunderstanding.
made the
I
Newton.
did not ask you to get me fig Newtons.
I know.
I asked you to get me fig bars.
I was just stretching the truth a little bit.
different shit.
What's the difference?
Fig
Longer?
Newtons are more expensive, and I
They were-
assume are worse for you.
A king invented them.
Also,
of
they
course.
don't make raspberry fig Newtons, which is fucking dumb because fig Newtons or raspberry is the dopest flavor. It's the best.
Wait, can they make different flavored figs?
I know, that's what I was just wondering. How does that work?
I don't know because the fig bars I buy they have raspberry flavor. They probably just mix something in with the fig.
Probably raspberries.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. I never thought about that. Yeah.
Quality
take.
content.
The question
every
is,
time.
though, the real question is are you correct? Of course.
Are you sure about that?
Are you sure about that?
Is this where your like long-standing hatred for Newton is going to be born? Where we just
I don't think he has a long-standing hatred of Newton. Like, this just came up now, and he's like,
No.
I'm sticking
no,
with
I
it.
think
No,
we're
no,
making it worse
No,
though.
no, no. I've talked multiple times in the past about how much I fucking hate Isaac Newton, and I don't hate him,
Uh-huh.
but I enjoy publicly hating him because who the fuck do you know that hates Isaac Newton? Like, who has a beef with him? No one.
No one. I was just going
Right?
to say. I probably
Because
think of
you're
that
probably
man.
the only person that puts thought to this.
True.
But I have beef with Isaac Newton because it's like, bro, we get it. Shit falls. Everyone knew that.
He's not even here to berate
That's
you
a
with his
good-
idea.
What?
That's a good joke, you know?
Shit falls
Yeah, it does.
unless you're upside down.
True.
Or
No,
in
no,
a
it
lake.
still falls.
I just ride into my toilet, you know?
Or in a lake, Tanner.
Yeah. Then it floats.
Doesn't that mean you got diabetes or something?
No.
What?
What?
Does it?
Please let's.
I don't
not.
know.
Isn't your poop both sick?
God
If it's a witch.
damn it.
Huh?
If it's a witch.
If it's
If it's a witch.
Yeah.
Do you burn your poop at the stake like it fucking sinks? What the fuck, Tanner? You
Like
and your
the Sanderson
shitting ritual.
sisters?
Who?
Hocus pocus.
Hocus pocus. Get with it.
Okay, before you fucking get your panties in a wad, I've seen Hocus Pocus. I was a child and I watched these things at some point. It's been too long, I can't remember anybody's names.
You didn't rewatch these?
No.
Do you rewatch anything?
Yeah.
What?
Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, dude.
The English game he's watched.
The English game. I rewatched the movies that I enjoy. Hocus Pocus is like, I don't know. That shit was on like Disney Channel
What-
during Halloween.
What
Like,
do you
so-
think the oldest movie you watch, like and rewatch regularly is?
That's a good question.
It is a good question. If
Answer.
only.
And rewatch regularly?
Huh?
There's only like 5
Yeah.
movies that I rewatch regularly.
Do you watch more TV shows
What-
regularly
what are the
than
5
show-
movies?
than movies?
Well, here.
Can
2
you keep
questions
up?
at once. God. I probably rewatch the same shows as the same amount of times as I rewatch my favorite movies.
Okay.
What are the movies?
Probably like Whiplash, Hacksaw Ridge, Sicario, Hostels, There Will Be Blood. Any movies that's like down in there, like as a Blu-ray disc, like I rewatch all of those a lot.
There Will Be Blood. That's probably the oldest one you watch.
Probably. Yeah, I think
That's
it is.
fucking bonkers.
How old is it?
It's like 2003.
2000, yeah, early
2005.
2000s.
Wow,
Same-
the Pokemon movie's older than the oldest movie you will watch.
Yeah. Well, which Pokemon movie? Pokemon's been around
The
for
first
forever,
Pokemon
right?
The
movie.
first Pokemon, the
and
one,
Pokemon 2000.
and then Pokemon 2000.
Holy
Obviously,
shit.
Tanner.
We need to watch Pokemon 2000 because that movie used to make me cry.
Oh, wait, actually, I used to watch The Matrix a lot as a kid. Like, I would rewatch that and Star Wars and Indiana Jones a lot. So the older Star Wars is probably the oldest movies that I rewatch, and those were in like the 70s.
Yeah.
That's probably it, though. I don't like the stuff that I actively frequently rewatch. Is probably all stuff from this decade or the last.
That makes sense. You don't really like old shit, which is good, I guess.
And then meanwhile, today
I grew up in an era where movies were just too good, and like there's so many of them. I don't need to go back and watch old stuff. Like I went and saw The Exorcist with Karina on like kind of back when we were first dating, and I was so excited to see it because I'm like a horror movie buff. And I was like, this movie sucks ass.
Yes.
Like this is not good.
Yeah.
movie terrible.
And literally everybody that I've talked to about The Exorcist, they're like, "Oh, did you like it? Like, was it amazing? Were you so scared?" I was like, "No, I laughed. It was so bad."
But
Yeah,
we should
I don't
point
like it
out,
either.
you did this at a drive-in theater, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Watching it in a dark theater, like where you are forced to be staring at this screen and surrounded by the sound, it puts you in a different vibe.
I don't think it would have for me.
Wow.
It wasn't good, dude.
Bro, that movie made me sleep with my lights on. And I'm not even like, it wasn't even because it was like, you know, like religious thing or anything like that. It just, like, for some reason, I was like, I just can't turn the fucking lights off in my house. So I'm just going to go to bed. Couldn't handle it. I was 19 at the time. I was like 19 or 20.
Wow, dude.
You know what I would
big
like
puss.
to open? A movie theater for scary movies, for spookums. And then I would like to hire people to just walk into like the exits that are by the door, the screen, or like underneath the curtains, and just kind of dress as the character of the thing that you're watching and just pop out and then go away.
I
pop
have
out.
heard of movie theaters that will like hire actors to like scare the audience and stuff at certain points in the movie. So kind of similar to your idea.
Oh,
Kinda
I didn't know that was a thing. We should do that.
Hey, you know what I don't want when I go to watch a fucking scary movie?
To be harassed by someone you don't know.
A fucking anxiety attack. Like,
That doesn't feel good to you?
no, I'd be sitting in a fucking chair, terrified, wondering when's it gonna happen, and every little noise, I'd be like, "It's now, it's now." Fuck. Like,
Well, it's like when you go to Universal or Disneyland and you go to like those 4D shows,
mhm.
and you know they're gonna have some stuff blowing and touching on you or
Yeah.
whatever. It's like, oh, is it gonna happen? I hate that.
Yeah, I hate it.
That's probably and waiting in anticipation. So like that game you were playing, the new Resident Evil.
Oh yeah,
no.
yeah.
Was it?
Well, I was playing Resident Evil. Yeah,
It was, right?
that
Okay.
was one of them. We played a couple recently.
That one when he's looking for you and you are going back in circles. I
Resident
fucking
Evil.
hate that because I don't like when this person can choose to turn themselves around and go the way that I think they're not going, and I'm fucked because they're going to be right behind me. I hate those moments. That my back needs to be against the wall.
Yeah, I don't like feeling hunted, but video games,
I don't think anyone likes feeling
right?
hunted,
But
bro.
like, I mean, like horror video games are so cool because like you will feel that, especially in the situation that Gabe just described.
Yeah.
Like I don't feel that in movies. Fucking horror video games though, they get me.
Dude, I
They
can
get
watch. I'm okay watching horror movies. Like I kind of like a couple horror movies. Like Halloween is one of my favorite movies. I rewatched it today. But video games, being put in that situation, I can't handle that shit.
It's different.
I get way too in tune with the vibe, and I'm like I got through The Last of Us because I wanted to know the story and I wanted to like finish it.
Yeah.
I could not replay that game
No.
again because it is just anxiety.
There's a new game that just came out on Xbox Game Pass like this week called Visage, which markets itself as like a slow burn, like psychological horror game.
Ooh,
Like one of the first made for the new generation, except for the
Permanent
medium.
damage.
yeah.
But I'm very excited to play that game.
Well, that's like Until Dawn and what's it called? Silent Hill Shattered Memories, which I believe is a Wii only Silent Hill. It's a shitty game,
That's terrible.
but it has a warning at the beginning that says like this game will be evaluating your psychological state at different moments in the game
Sick.
to like tailor the game to you and your psychological holdups. But Until Dawn does the same thing by having.
I think Visage does the same thing too.
Do they?
I think so.
Until Dawn does cool shit where they have like therapy sessions after each chapter, basically, and you're playing as like someone you don't know, and you're picking. Your therapist is like, which one is scaring? Like, which picture scares you more?
Yeah, you're like divulging your fears,
Yeah.
and it plays to it.
But Visage, is that the one that's made by the Until Dawn people?
I don't know. I'll Google it real quick.
Because didn't they release another game that we looked at?
Well, the Man of Median or Medan or whatever.
Oh,
those,
yeah.
all those series of games are made by the Until Dawn people.
Gotcha. Until Dawn's a good game. I like that game.
The first scary game I've ever watched is the one I'm always talking about. It's the one that I can only watch someone play. I can't play it. With the insane asylum.
Oh, Outlast.
Outlast, yeah.
Yeah.
I watched someone play it, and like the amount of times that you're in uncomfortable situations is too much for me. It's too much. The part where like you get chased, way better than you walking down waiting for things to happen.
Yeah. So here's what we're gonna do.
Yes.
Okay. Tanner, pay attention
Okay, sorry.
because important plans are being made. I'm gonna choose this moment to go ahead and give a little hint. Give a little.
Wait.
What?
Before you give your hint.
I'm not gonna give the hint just yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna explain what we're kind of teasing here a little bit.
Okay, I was gonna.
So this weekend,
This Halloween.
this weekend, which is not Halloween weekend, we three will be leaving the Dude Loft Mountain.
We'll actually be leaving our cozy Dude Loft Mountain to a more rustic mountain-esque. Rustic. Sorry.
How did you pronounce that the second time? Wait, hang on. You said rustic, and then what did you say?
He did like a mix between rustic and
And he
rustic.
did like rustic.
I tried to correct it.
He
in
was
the middle
getting
of
there.
me
He was-
talking.
No, I'm just amazed. I didn't know that there was like
Oh,
two
wait.
other ways you could pronounce
I
that.
don't know either, yeah.
Fascinating.
Look,
Language truly is.
I don't know any languages. I think we've established. I barely know English,
Except, the language of your people.
which would be.
Cinco.
We don't need to come back to this.
But
Anyways.
so we're leaving our very cozy, lovely mountain to a mountain unknown for a Halloween adventure.
A Halloween extravaganza.
Special Halloween episode.
Special like your special eyes.
Yeah, but be sure to tune in. So it'll be the first time that our episodes will be coming out on Sunday instead of Monday. So on Halloween night, you will all be, I guess, Halloween morning technically.
Now we'll release it Halloween
At a good time. I don't know.
like at like noon.
Yeah.
We'll do
Okay.
noon on Halloween because that's when festivities start to ramp up.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long night, and don't worry, it's gonna be big.
It's going to be big.
And Tommy's gonna be drinking a lot of energy drinks, and because I'll be driving. But so that idea just kind of came to.
Yes. So this actually,
like it was decided about an hour ago.
Yeah.
That we were gonna do this.
Tanner came up with an idea and was like, we should. And so I think we're going to do a very special episode for everybody because
I'm just gonna sleep all day Saturday.
Yeah. I mean, literally today we were tossing around ideas for a Halloween episode. And this somehow popped up.
And I do want to say thank you for everyone who has been listening. If you found a sticker and you're listening to this, if you
Dude,
want to
let us know if you have a sticker.
Yeah.
Visit us on Twitter. Shout us out. That'd be pretty dope because we're putting these things everywhere. It'd be awesome to know that they're working.
Yeah, that would be, if you can send us a picture of it and once you find it, that would be great. If you're still sitting in that stall while listening to this episode, please send me a
They're
picture.
exclusively going in bathroom stalls.
How's the poop?
But I do appreciate everyone who listens all the time, and I'm hoping that the stickers will continue to spread. And if you like the podcast, share it with everyone else.
Maybe the stickers will give us new friends.
I don't really like using the term spread for when you said
Like
I hope
a
the stickers
disease.
spread. Yeah, it was like I hope it invades.
Invades everyone. We are in like 4 different countries.
Countries.
Our stickers? Oh, well, our downloads.
Downloads.
More than 4 countries. We're in,
Yeah.
we're in every continent so far except for Australia, I think.
Oh, I got to
And
fix that.
not Antarctica, obviously, because people don't live there.
Bro, we got to get a listen to Antarctica so we can beat Metallica.
Yeah, but the second we have a download from Australia, we then become Dude Loft Worldwide. You know.
Oh, dude, worldwide.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
We'll get a different logo.
Yeah.
God.
I will.
That's not a
I will
mountain,
get a
not a word.
plane ticket for a vacation at some point to Australia and make sure it happens one day.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
no.
dude, when we
Me
go to
too.
New
It's on my
York-
list.
When
Yes.
you go to New York, we can just
Oh, stickers
Oh, everywhere.
everywhere.
everywhere in New York.
Every homeless person. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Hey, if you're retroactively
right on their
listening-
forehead.
yeah, if you're retroactively listening to this and you're from New York, hello,
Hello.
hello. Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate.
Yeah,
Take picture of stickers. Send to me.
if you saw us when we were there and you didn't realize it,
I'm sorry.
I apologize
now
for
you
my
have to buy
appearance.
tickets. I'm
I
sorry.
didn't mean to scare you.
I apologize for my appearance and fuck you too. How about that? 'Cause
Okay.
You probably yelled at us
Well, okay.
because
Thank you.
everyone thinks that we're a couple when we go out.
That's cute.
So we're gonna get bullied in New York.
Actually, I think you two
You know,
get
you
confused.
can't just say statements like everyone thinks we're a couple when there's 3 of us here. Like you need
No,
to clarify.
they know it's you two.
I will.
No. You need to clarify that you're
I will
talking about you
clarify.
and Gabe.
I will clarify. Everyone thinks we're a couple when we go out, and because Tanner, let's face it, people think you're the power bottom.
No,
Yeah, come on.
we don't.
You two?
We don't go out anywhere. Actually,
We used to go to the bars.
we played trivia like a couple times.
Wow, is that all that was for you?
Kinda, yeah.
Wow. Okay. Apparently, I got more from that than you did. No, it's fine.
I do have a small bone to pick with you both.
I mean, you
I'm
got
just
that
fucking-
one question right about the
I was joking. I was just making.
what author was it?
Huh?
Do you remember?
Fucking Ray Bradbury.
Yeah, Ray Bradbury.
Something wicked this week.
Yeah,
comes.
you fucking crushed that question when none of us even knew what that book was. Very
And
impressive.
and my more proud one, the pineapple is the fruit of hospitality one.
Mhm.
Yeah.
so the bone I have to pick with you both is we live very, very close to an Applebee's, and not once have gotten absolutely drunk on their dollar drinks.
I don't like places like that.
Why not?
I don't know. Applebee's and Chili's or like Outbacks, like all those kinds of places, just like I've never had a good experience at any of them. I avoid those kind of like chain, like restaurant, bar, grill type place. You know what I mean?
We also
You used
live-
to work at one though, right?
Yeah, I worked as a bartender.
At the Applebee's?
Not this one.
Wait,
well,
didn't
at
you,
Applebee's. Though,
At
right?
an
didn't you
Applebee's,
used to
yeah.
go with us to Applebee's at the end of the workday? At the time of that?
I went once out to Applebee's
Oh,
with
that's
everybody.
right. He didn't go every time we went.
No.
Well, yeah, because I mean, I had school and stuff. You know?
Nerd.
Remember that was when I used to shit on him all the time because he would be like,
No,
"That's
dude-
after 9?"
Oh yeah.
The
Legitimately.
only time I went out was for like Julian's birthday or something, and we ended up driving around downtown Tempe with the windows down,
Oh, I
blasting
wasn't
the
there.
most like obnoxious rap music.
That's right. We did, out of my Ford Fusion hybrid.
Yeah.
I wasn't there for that one.
And then we went and played pool in some dingy pool bar.
Oh yeah, which was kind of sketchy.
It was super sketch.
I don't think I can tell you a pool bar I've been to that wasn't.
Yeah, I think they're all just kind of.
I remember one time me and some friends were hanging out at the old place in Mesa, and we wanted to go to a pool bar, and we just like Googled like where can you play pool, and the only thing that popped up was this pool bar out in Apache Junction. And so we're like, oh, we got nothing to do, so we went there and we showed up, and it was like a biker gang like bar.
Yes.
Like we went there,
Yes.
we got out of the car, we
You
saw the
should've
crowd
known
that was there.
Going to AJ.
Well, it's called like the Trough or something, which is a bad name anyways.
The fuck?
So even the name alone, I should be like, this is bad. But we stepped out of the car, saw the crowd that was there, and the looks that they were giving us, and we're like, oh, well, we'll go back home.
Things just happen to you. Like you are just on this ride of blissful ignorance and you just like boom, chuckle.
Yeah,
I
but
would've
your
got murdered
shit- Your shit is like
in that
cool
place.
stories. Like it's like cool stories. That
That's
like,
not a
are-
cool story. I said we want to go play pool. We showed up at a biker gang bar and left.
Well, no, but that's like funny and interesting, and it's like all of my weird shit that happens to me is like people like it's a common theme that people in front of me in lines at Walgreens always make a big deal about discounts and shit, and then like, have a fucking conundrum. And they fucking last time the lady in front of me dropped these pamphlets everywhere that were sitting there. I had to help her pick them up. I'm like, this every time. I'm not gonna go to Walgreens and get out clean.
You need to go on more adventures with Tommy. It's really fun.
Yeah.
I just.
It's really fucking
I'm
fun.
fucking telling you, I'm God's fucking joke.
It's really funny because he says this and I didn't believe him. I lived with him and it kept happening. It just won't stop.
I don't know if it's like because of my size, people see me and their brains turn off and they do dumb shit or what.
Maybe I play dead, he won't eat me. I play dead, he won't eat me.
And I'm just sitting there like, oh, why are you afraid of me, man?
I love the voice that you give yourself in past experiences.
That's the voice that I hear when I comfort eat Vienna sausages because people are afraid of me.
Please don't bring them to Spooky Night. Don't, please.
Oh, dude, this on the Spooky Night podcast, you're just gonna hear.
No, the sausages will be for the events before the podcast.
Dude,
It's our tool. It'll be one of our tools.
if we take Vienna sausages out there, we're gonna get eaten by something.
That's the goal, man.
We're gonna be sitting there recording a podcast and we're just going like,
they smell it. Never mind.
A pack of wolves are just like, I smell sausages.
dude. Let's make corned beef hash. Come on, let's make a campfire. We'll take the skillet out. Corned beef hash.
I'll bring hot cocoa.
That sounds lovely.
Hot cocoa.
Mm-hmm.
So like Ice-T's wife, but
Dude,
like 20 years ago.
That's what I knew you were gonna take that there the second you said hot cocoa.
Bro, come on. I'm predictable as shit. Now.
I don't know how I do this every time. I am so sorry.
This was
Thank you all so much for listening.
yeah. What?
But we do have something very special for Halloween, so please come back because you're gonna want to listen. It's
And-
probably one of the most exciting episodes we have.
And even more exciting for you.
I hope it's not terrible because like we
I don't
haven't
think
done
it will
this in
be.
advance and we're already promoting it.
That's true. But I think
If
it'll be
this
fine.
shit flops, I'm sorry.
I don't think it will.
But here's the important part too.
We'll get Tommy high.
No, that's the thing. I'm going to be driving. I can't get high. So you are going to hear Tommy sober. Or you're
That'll
gonna,
be a first.
Or you're going to hear Tommy not sober. And if you hear that, I mean the the episode's uploaded, so at least one of us is all right. One of us made it out.
Yeah, and that's all we really need.
Yeah.
Except for you, Tanner. If you get the car before me, you have to wait for me.
I'm not making any promises, dude. We don't know what's gonna happen.
Oh, dude, hang on. We're setting ourselves up to be part of a horror movie. Because
That's
which one of you knows how
point.
to drive stick?
Shit.
Yeah.
I
should
have
take
a
my
rusty
car.
I have a rusty memory.
I could figure it out. I played enough racing games, I think.
It's not hard.
But yeah, maybe we should take your car just in case.
Well, we might have to take two anyways. But we'll figure out the logistics. You guys just tune in and enjoy yourself a nice spooky podcast.
Maybe one of us, last.
And
Maybe.
if you want to make a small donation of $500 to cover our gas expenses,
Gas, the converter you need.
Are we
the
going
new
to
mic we need.
Appalachia? Are we going to Appalachia?
bro,
Might as well be, dude.
$500 could buy you a mansion in Appalachia. It's just going to have hill people in the backyard.
I don't want hill people in my backyard.
Yeah. Every morning you wake up to them like clicking. Instead of birds.
I would fucking
It's terrifying.
greet them every morning like Rambo, just cutting down trees with bullets every fucking day.
Just 3 minutes of solid gunfire, 1 minute of silence, and then
Just how does Gabe start his day? Every morning he just has a couple Folgers, pulls out
you
his
imagine?
AR, just fucking unloads.
just the U.S. government would come to investigate you for all the explosive orders.
Could you imagine FaceTiming me in the morning? I have my robe on, my hair's a mess, I have my coffee. I'm like, hold on. I put you on the stand, put the thing. for just 5 minutes straight.
Dude, this is like every white man's dream, you know, like everybody who drinks like Black Rifle coffee or whatever.
Dude,
like this is what they want. That's what they want their life to be.
I think every white man's dream because every white man's dream. Speaking as a white man, no, every white man's dream based off of all the white guys I know who are fucking weird, is always like, I can't wait for the night someone tries breaking into my house, and I've got 6 grenades ready. Like it's like, bro, you're not gonna
have a house.
You're gonna kill your family in the process. Like, what are you doing? Like, I've got guns in places you'd never suspect.
It's amazing how many people that we used to work with that are like that. If you think about it, like most of the dudes that we found or like became acquaintances with at Macy's are those people.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
We need to bring them.
We
need to bring them, you know, for the special Halloween episode.
One of them has passed away, so we can't.
All right, we got 2 options left.
Who's the second? No, not that one. The other one just might shit himself. That's a callback.
The other one might be get murdered, but not from anything.
Accident.
Wild.
Yeah. Accidents happen.
You know, it's just gonna be the next Robert Durst. It's okay.
The Lord works in mysterious ways. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say.
Anyways, so we're not committing murder.
No. I honestly I have trouble sometimes if I'm a little too high when I kill a fly. I'll kind of have a fake Viking funeral for it in my head because I'm like on a molecular level that fly had a family, you know.
Yeah, but it wasn't emotionally attached to it.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
Well, I mean, isn't it pretty good, like hard evidence that really it's only like monkeys and dolphins that are like emotional animals?
There's a lot more than that.
Yeah, but I don't think insects have shown any evidence of any of that. So I think you're fine.
But have you ever like talked to them?
Have you?
I've watched A Bug's Life, and those bugs felt.
All right,
emotions.
can we end this?
What I'm saying is, Tanner, is it is easy to crush a bug.
Yeah.
Because we think they are just run by instinct. But there have been instances of mice specifically helping out mice friends and like giving them food to help them.
Are you talking about Ratatouille?
No, but good connection.
Well, I know how to fix this.
The point I'm saying is you know, is bugs. Look, you know, just don't. If I want to have a Viking funeral for a fly in my head,
that's fine. You can do that.
It's fine.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
It's fine. It's just, you know, you don't know if they had a family.
You also don't know if that fly wasn't a piece of shit.
Dude, it could have been the douchiest fly ever.
And I think most flies are.
So I'm a hero.
Exactly.
See, you're just looking at it in the wrong light.
Mm-hmm. Everything's relative, dude.
I wonder. You had this talk with Hitler that turned him into a monster.
I was just gonna say, this whole conversation is how Hitler convinced a country to kill a whole.
Hitler's like, art is so beautiful, and I love all the animals, and they're like, you know, the Jews rule everything, and he's like, what? Yeah, the Jews.
Yeah,
that's the reason you're not in art school.
You just gotta rub the little glass on the flashlight so that you can see a little bit better. Because the way you look at things, negative.
It's true. It's all about perspective.
Kill the fly because he's a piece of shit.
Yeah. And he probably was on a piece of shit before he came and touched you. So that's kind of gross.
Why am I participating? We're done.
Yeah,
okay.
We ended a while ago.
Thank you very much for listening. Please come back. Listen. I apologize as